Well, good evening, everybody. I hope everyone is having a great Wednesday, and it is actually um, school tomorrow for here in Florida for where I live. My sons have school starting tomorrow. The summer's gone by so fast, so quick. It's crazy. So, hey everyone, I hope you're having a good evening. Apologize for the it was just a crazy day. I did a 4 o'clock live stream, and then I had to run out with my wife and do some things. So I flew back, but I wanted to make sure I was on for 7:30. So if you're not able to catch this live, then check it out in the live stream. Give me a thumbs up and let me know. So I'd like to take a little bit of time. The past few days, I've really been focusing in on Web3 gaming. That's kind of been where my headspace has been at. But artificial intelligence is close behind. I really want to make sure we all get the fact that they both can go hand in hand. Artificial intelligence and, excuse me, and crypto, blockchain technology, Web3. I mean, that's a match made in heaven, in my view. And I can really see them coming together in a way that's going to make a massive impact in blockchain Web3 space. And it's interesting because you have companies like Netflix and you have companies like Disney getting involved in artificial intelligence and exploring the opportunities that it presents. Now, with that in mind, we've been having some issues in Hollywood, and honestly, I'm, how can I say this without it sounding unfeeling? I really don't care, okay? In a sense that, everyone in Hollywood's making, well, not everyone, if you're struggling, if you're starting out, but for the most part, if you're a Hollywood insider, you're doing fine. But I get the fact that there's a lot of writers and actors and things like that are having an issue, and I get that fact, where, especially with AI coming into the fold and being explored by Disney, by Netflix, as a way to maybe circumvent bringing in the actual actors and paying them what they're worth, or the writers, where you can actually have artificial intelligence plot out an entire script, an entire movie. You can write an entire book with AI. So the Screen Actors Guild has basically been on strike, and they're upset about the fact. And I get it. I totally get it. I mean, part of me gets it. Part of me is like, you know what? Yeah, whatever. But still, if you're an artist, if you're an actor, and you make your money making movies and providing for your family and future generations, then I get the fact that you don't want AI coming in, whoever is utilizing that technology, and just transposing you onto the big screen without having to pay you royalties, without having to pay you what you're worth. That's a big issue, and that's what's going on right now. So there's always going to be two sides to every coin when it comes to anything, right? So actually, no, I changed my mind. It's like there's three sides to every story: this side, that side, and then the truth. So in this case, we're getting different viewpoints from the actors and also from what's going on with SAG, and you got everyone. You got the producers and directors and the bigwigs from these companies who are traditional, who want to get into Web3, who want to incorporate AI into their entertainment industries. And of course, we know that Netflix and Disney are hiring big time positions and willing to pay big time money, up to $900,000 a year, for engineers, for developers, AI technology, machine learning. So there's a lot of money to be had for these amazing individuals who create this. It's just a tough situation. So my point being with all this whole long diatribe is the fact that AI and crypto, AI and blockchain, AI and Web3, they can really work together in a positive way and sometimes in a non-positive way, but there's got to be rules. There has to be, and that's the thing with AI, there has to be some parameters that are going to work. It's the same for crypto. There needs to be some guidelines that are realistic, that work, that won't stifle innovation and technology here in the United States, but also allows some protections, right? So that's kind of my headspace. That's what I've been in the past couple of days. And, of course, I've been talking almost to nauseum about Web3 games and, what I feel about them and, with adoption and all of the different things that can happen, that can occur, to make these games viable, to make them contenders for Web2 games. And I think that there's a ways to go before that happens. I mean, and you may start seeing it, and it also depends where the money is too. If you've got these big time companies willing to draw AAA game developers away from like a PlayStation or from like a Sony or an Xbox or whatever, you're going to see them kind of shift over perhaps, and there's going to be a competition. It's not a competition right now. I mean, Web3 is nowhere near, in my view anyway, the capabilities of traditional legacy games. 5 years from now, it's going to be a different story. A couple of bull cycles from now, it's going to be a different story. So we're going to see what happens. Probably the next 2 to 5 years are going to be big for Web3 gaming and the metaverse. Even though we haven't really been talking about that, that's still something that's viable. That's still something that still can be play a huge impact, especially if you incorporate artificial intelligence into these virtual worlds. And then you got VR, you got virtual reality. Add some AI stuff in there. And I'm not a developer. I don't design games. That's not kind of my thing. But I'm just thinking, you can combine the two harmoniously. Look out, because it's gonna get real quick. So these games are going to be amazing, and when you add in that artificial intelligence factor, generative AI, whatever you want to use with it, then look out. So that's just kind of my thoughts on where we go from there. So this is kind of a quick evening from a standpoint of live streaming, but I wanted to make sure I jumped on again, sort of haphazard, last minute. But you never know, right? You never know. With me, you never know. So we do have live stream tomorrow. Now, I may be mixing around a couple different times. I will have everything scheduled. I hope, and keep your eyes out, because I am going to be putting out a video or two in the next 2 to 3 days. So be prepared for that. So hey everybody, I hope you have a great evening. Thanks for popping in. I just wanted to pop in and share a little bit of kind of my thoughts with you guys on that. Have a great evening. Let me know what you think about AI blending in with crypto and blockchain technology. How do you foresee it? Where do you think it could go? Put it in the comments. Let me know. And remember, here at the Crypto Dojo, crypto doesn't sleep. Crypto never sleeps, as a matter of fact. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.